Here's the NSX. We're not going to talk about that today. We're going to go out and look at the forgotten project. And that would be this guy, the RX-7. Alright, so here's the RX-7. I've had it for a couple years now. When I got it sight unseen from a guy in Minnesota. And it looked more or less as it is. It ran for about, I don't know, a few months before it ended up going the way of all rotaries and losing compression. So this is what it looks like at the moment, because it's been torn into several times, and you know, the seats were, interior wasn't bad. Has this awful carbon, you know, trim, but besides that, I mean, looks pretty good otherwise. There's a few things I've replaced to make it look a little bit nicer, but the important things, motor, everything like that, that was ran well for a little bit, but then it kind of, let me pop the hood. So the motor ran well till it lost compression, and like any dumb kid, I tried to just do a rebuild by myself without really knowing what I was doing, and all things considered, I actually think I did okay. I went and bought the Atkins kit, put it all, you know, back together. I have lots of pictures, pictures I'll attach, kind of show you the process, but I just kind of threw it back together, hoping it was going to be a quick rebuild, and then there were a couple things that I did that, just inexperience, that made it, and the wiring really hung me up. The wiring was the biggest issue, and I was stuck, so I just kind of stopped and put it aside and started doing other projects. Once the S14's done, I think this is going to be the next thing. So like I said, I bought that another rotary just as for spare parts. So I'm getting all ready, got the tires here, getting the S13 put on the trailer, getting the body kit off so I can get it over there. And then this showed up. Got it, and then basically a powertrain for the FD. Got just kind of I think everything on this is pretty much salvageable. There's a couple pieces I'm going to swap from the other one, but not many. And the engine itself, the one I actually rebuilt by myself, I intend on keeping as is. But yeah, after the rebuild, I mean, there's a couple body things that are, I mean, it's like somebody, I don't know, I'll try to get a good picture of this. If you look up here, it's actually really dim, and like somebody scuffed it, like they were going to respray it. And then if you look down here, it still maintains a shine, but it's almost like a line. If you can, right there, you can kind of see, like they started to scuff the top half and just decided to give up. I guess, I don't know, it's really weird. And another thing, you know, any FD owner, they have these little plastic door handles. One of mine snapped almost immediately, so I replaced it with these metal ones. I highly recommend, if you have one of these and are having that issue, these metal ones are the business. They're pretty great. Has a sunroof that I've never been able to get it to work. I was told it works, but so I don't know. That one will be that's a little work in progress, but honestly I could care less about it. I bought new panels for let's see if I have a bunch of new panels, and I'm gonna go back to the stock trim. I don't like the carbon fiber, I think it looks silly. I'm gonna replace those, and then the seat's super jacked, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to swap to a black interior. I'm going to recover the seats, probably use the same company I used for the Supra. I'll put a link in the description. I forget the name. Something Innovate. But anyway, so I'm going to redo those, and I have a new carpet actually in the garage. A new black carpet that I'm going to put in. So I'm going to finish the swap to a black interior. But the big thing is this. I'm not sure. I would like to finish it myself. If I can't find anyone to help me with the wiring, I might just actually send that one out. The hard part is finding somebody, probably in the closest place I'd imagine is probably the Salt Lake area. Have somebody help me with that. But so that's kind of where I'm at with the RX-7. I would actually say this thing was the funnest to drive out of all the, you know, JDM legend cars, being, you know, the Supra, the NSX, and the GTR. A lot of fun. Low end, like, I mean, it was fun driving it in town. Low end was good, high end was good. It was just a fun car. I mean, it's not the fastest by any means, but it was definitely the most spirited. So as this thing sits in here now, I just have everything kind of like loosely bolted back in. I mean, nothing's really attached. If you look, all my vacuum lines are just, you know, hanging there. It was, I mean, that's just hanging. Everything else, some of it's attached, a lot of it isn't, or just like loosely on there. But I'd like to keep the rotary. I think it's really cool. I'm not opposed to going LS in it. I mean, there's lots of reasons to do either way. But I don't know. I didn't hate the rotary. I thought it was fun, and especially if I, you know, can kind of sort out the rebuilds and things like that, I would definitely want to keep this because it is fun. As far as going single turbo, I'm undecided. Single turbo twin. The twin was really cool. Like I said, it comes on pretty quick, and I mean, stayed on. I thought the sequential was really neat. It's a really cool characteristic of the car that I would kind of hate to lose going, you know, single turbo. So I don't know. Speed really isn't what does it for me as much as the experience here. You know, there's much faster cars that cost the same as, you know, all these other ones, but the characteristics of this are what make it really fun. So yeah, that's I think what I have for the RX-7. And if you have any questions, any comments, you want to see something, have any better ideas, I mean, by all means let me know. But as far as anything else is concerned, I mean, one of the best looking ones of the four. I mean, yeah, we're gonna hopefully get a run in here this spring. Let me know what you guys think. Till next time.